Part 1. Your real life is always coming later. Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Before we start, remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us keep creating better and better content for you. At the end, share your feedback or any insight you had while listening. Let's begin. Many people live inside a quiet promise. My real life will start later. Not today. One day, after I lose weight, after I get fluent in English, after I make more money, after I change jobs, after I feel more confident, after things calm down. Until then, this is just a temporary version of life, a kind of waiting room life. You do what you have to do. You survive, you complain, you dream. But you do not really live the way you want. You think, right now is just preparation. Soon, when I fix everything, then I will really start. But there is a problem. You keep moving the start line. You say, not now, later, and later, quietly, becomes never. Part 2. The dangerous word that keeps you stuck. Someday. There is one word that destroys more dreams than fear, criticism, or failure. The word is someday. Someday I will speak English fluently. Someday I will apply for a better job. Someday I will travel. Someday I will take my health seriously. Someday I will start that project. Someday feels safe because it is not a no. You are not rejecting your dream. You are just postponing it. But someday has no date, no plan, no urgency. It feels soft and comfortable, but it has a quiet poison. It lets you feel good now without changing anything. You can imagine a better future while continuing the same habits. So time passes. 6 months. 1 year. 5 years. You still say someday, but your energy is lower, your courage is smaller, your responsibilities are heavier, and the life you want stays exactly where it always was. In the future. Part 3. How you delay your life with English. Let us bring this directly to your English. Maybe you say things like, one day I will be fluent. Later, I will really focus on English. When things are less stressful, then I will study seriously. So, what do you do today? You. Watch a little content, save a few posts, follow English profiles, feel guilty, feel inspired, but do not change your routine. You are not rejecting English. You are delaying English. You are delaying. Better job opportunities. Deeper conversations with people from other countries. The confidence of expressing yourself in another language. The version of you who moves freely in the world. You imagine your future fluent self speaking easily in meetings, traveling, connecting with people. But your present self avoids speaking, hides in meetings, says, I do not have time, and repeats the same weak study habits. There is a gap between the life you imagine and the life you live. And that gap is filled with one thing. Delay. Part 4. The real cost of delay. It is not just time. You might think, relax, I am just going slowly. I will do it later. What is the problem? The problem is that delay does not only cost you time. Delay costs you confidence, energy, self-respect, opportunities. Every time you say, I will start tomorrow, and then you do not, you send a small message to yourself. I do not keep my own word. You become someone you cannot trust. You start to feel, I am the person who never finishes. I am the person who always talks but never acts. This feeling is heavy. It makes future change even harder because deep inside you no longer believe your own promises. With English, the cost of delay is also invisible. You do not just lose vocabulary, you lose chances to speak in meetings, invitations to projects, connections with people you admire, moments of pride and growth. You do not see those moments, so you think you lost nothing. But every day you delay, there is a version of you that could exist and does not. That is the real price. Part 5. The comforting lie. I need the perfect moment. One of the most elegant excuses for delay is this: I am just waiting for the right moment. The right moment to start studying seriously, change careers, apply for a job that requires English, start speaking more in meetings. You tell yourself, now is not ideal. I am too tired. Work is stressful. Family is complicated. I have too many things to solve. You imagine a future version of life where you have more time, more energy, more money, more motivation, and fewer problems. In that fantasy, you will finally be ready. But look at your past. How many times did you already say, when things calm down, I will start? And did things really calm down? Or did new problems appear? Real life almost never gives you a perfect moment. There is always noise, responsibilities, tiredness, unexpected problems. If your plan depends on a perfect moment, your plan is a sophisticated way to never start. The truth is uncomfortable. The right moment is almost never obvious. The right moment often looks like you are tired, you are busy, you do not feel ready, and you still decide to move a little. Part 6. The two lives you live, the one in your head and the one in reality. Inside your mind, you live a beautiful future. You are confident. You speak English easily. You travel. You have better work. You feel proud of your discipline. In your imagination, you are already this person. You see yourself waking up early, practicing English, exercising, reading, making courageous decisions. But in reality, you wake up and repeat the same day as yesterday. You scroll, you delay, you make excuses, you do it later. There is nothing wrong with having dreams and vision. The problem begins when you start to believe that your imagined life is more real than your current actions. You start to feel, I am already this person, because you think about it so much, but your actions say the opposite. English is a clear example. In your head, you are someone who is learning English. In your real routine, maybe you are just someone who wishes they were learning English. The mind loves stories. Reality only respects actions. Clarity begins when you tell yourself the truth. The life in my head is beautiful, but I can only call it my life when I start to live it in small pieces today. Part 7. Turning someday into today. The power of ridiculously small starts. So how do you stop delaying your life? You do not need a dramatic revolution. You need a concrete, small start. The ego wants a perfect plan, a big transformation, a new identity overnight. Real change wants one clear action you can do today. With English, this might look like, instead of, one day I will study seriously, you say, today I will speak alone in English for 5 minutes about my day. Instead of, someday I will participate in meetings, you say, in the next meeting, I will say one simple comment or ask one basic question. Instead of, later I will take English classes, you say, tonight I will research 3 options and send one message to start the process. These actions are small. Maybe they even look ridiculous. But here is the secret. The size of the action is not the main thing. The main thing is that the action happens now. When you take a small step today, you send a new message to yourself. I move. I do not only think. I do not only plan. I act. One small, real action is worth more than 50 perfect plans that live only in your head. Part 8. A simple anti-delay ritual, especially for English. Let us make this practical so you can use it every day. You can call it your anti-delay ritual. Step 1. Name one area you are delaying. Be honest with yourself. Maybe English, health, career, money, a project, a difficult conversation. Say it clearly. I am delaying this. Step 2. Replace someday with a specific time frame. Choose a simple period, like today, this week, these next 7 days. Ask, what is one thing I can actually do in this time frame? For English, for example, this week I will practice speaking for 10 minutes a day from Monday to Friday. Step 3. Break it into the smallest possible action. Make it so small that it is hard to say no. For example, I will speak out loud for just 5 minutes after lunch every day. Or, I will write 3 sentences in English about my work every morning. Step 4. Attach it to something that already exists. Connect the action to a habit you already have. After breakfast, speak for 5 minutes. After work, listen and repeat for 5 minutes. Before bed, write 3 sentences in English. This removes the need to find time. You simply attach new life to your current life. Step 5. At night, ask one question. Before you sleep, ask, did I delay my life today or did I move it one step forward? If you moved it, even a little, recognize it. Say, today I lived my life a little more instead of just imagining it. That recognition builds a new identity. I am a person who acts, not only a person who waits. Part 9. The silent regret of a delayed life. There's a kind of regret that does not explode. It does not scream. It does not appear in one big moment. It grows slowly. It is the regret of a life you kept delaying. It sounds like, I could have been better at this by now. I could have changed this years ago. I had opportunities, but I was always waiting for a perfect moment. You see other people, not more intelligent than you, not with easier lives than you, but people who decided to move while still feeling. Tired, busy, afraid, not ready. You realize the main difference was not talent, it was timing. They used the days you were throwing away. They used the now you were saving for later. With English, this regret appears when you are in an important meeting and cannot say what you know. You meet someone interesting from another country and cannot connect deeply. You receive a chance at work but feel too limited to accept. In those moments, you are not only facing English, you are facing all the days you said, not today. I am tired. Later, I will focus. Someday, I will take it seriously. This is not to hurt you. It is to wake you up now, while there is still a lot of life ahead of you. The good news is, as long as you are alive, later can still become now. You cannot change the time you lost, but you can decide that from today, you will lose less. You can decide, I will still dream about my future, but I will also pay attention to the only place where my life really exists. This day, this hour, this small step. From this moment on, when you think about the life I want, remember that life is not somewhere far away. waiting for you to arrive perfect. It is built in invisible layers inside days like this, through ordinary choices to stop delaying and start living in small, brave pieces right now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.